Leo, before we get into Hunter Biden, which I understand you want to talk about,
Yeah.
I want to say
Got pardoned.
I saw something today that Etruscans, which were the earliest Romans, and therefore the early Italians,
I love that.
your forebears,
Yes.
they had a habit of just strewing garbage around their camps. They were famous for just living in filth.
Living in filth. Well, very much like me, I think. It's similar.
I forgive you. I forgive you, Leo, because it's genetic.
See, it's almost like it's a man thing. Maybe it's even like
No, it's an Italian thing.
It's
not a man thing. Jesse, you don't live in garbage, do you?
Not at all.
I don't live in garbage.
You live in garbage.
You know, I do stardust. As we do this thing sometimes. Danny does it too. Okay, where it's like the only time I took shrooms, I realized that everything is stardust. Think about it. Everything we see is stardust. So I often litter and just go stardust.
Yeah,
it's a little wrong, but it's also right.
Yeah,
kind of. You know, because it is all stardust.
You need to keep Mother Nature on her toes.
Yes.
George Carlin had a great bit about it. If plastic doesn't dissolve, then we'll move into a new paradigm, the world plus plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's all natural. It came out of the earth. That's why, Leo, I think instead of trying to force green policies down the Chinese and the Africans' throats, I think we need to one-up them.
And the Indians, let's agree that they also are a part of this.
Oh, the Indians are. It goes without saying. I mean, the Indians make you look like, a maid at the I don't know what they make you look like.
You know, it's Twitter's fault or X because God, who let those guys take videos of Indians like chopping food with their toes, and then giving it to other people and stuff? It's like, don't whoever came there and filmed those videos and put them out. You're an ass.
Leo,
because
you have a lot in common with the Indians.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I do not smell. Stop. I don't. Indians don't smell. I'm sorry I said that. I don't mean that. We had a nice Indian man who was part of this podcast.
They pollute the earth and they live in garbage. Oh. So do you. And then also you're very aggressive over social media.
Knew it.
When it comes to hitting on chicks.
I knew you were going to say that. Just like the Indian.
You got Indian game.
I have Indian game.
If you were brown skinned and named Hardeep, you'd have like the highest block rate of any male on Instagram.
Oh, I comment all over Instagram like, "Oh, come back to my place, baby." Like, fuck you. I don't do that. I don't comment hard like crazy things like, "Oh, what is she wearing under the dress?" I don't comment things like that on girls' Instagram.
You would be blocked.
God damn it! I did say you need my big dick once on it.
God,
I am Indian.
You are Indian. Say it in an Indian accent, Leo.
I'm Indian.
No, to say I need my big dick.
You need my big dick. That's how I said it, dude. You need my big dick.
Oh my God. You're just... If Hardeep looked like you and he was Italian as opposed to being Indian, he would be on The Bachelorette. Becca, I really enjoy this date with you.
Dude, if they had... See, that's the kind of shit they need to do. An all-Indian... An all-Indian bachelorette. It's like a normal bachelorette, but she's just every guy's Indian, and she's like, "Are like really?" Like,
yeah.
Producer's like, "I don't know. Our hands are. This is what they chose. They made it to the final cut. I'm sure we're sorry. It's all Indians."
Yeah, and then like at the last guy when she finally selects him, they present her with him in marriage, and then a handgun. Like you're either gonna marry Singh here, or you're gonna kill yourself.
How often in every other season it'd be like, they'd be placing bets. Like, is she going to kill herself? Last year she did. She didn't want to marry him. Ha, ha, ha. See, that's a good show.
Yeah. No, that'd be good. And it's not because, listen, I know a lot of Indian guys who got pussy. When I was in college, there was a guy there was an Indian guy I knew who had a big dick and he got a lot of pussy. You can definitely pull it off. We're just playing off funny stereotypes. Yeah. I would like to see, though, a dating show with all non-fantasy types. Like, I'm talking about the black guy who likes Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
I'm talking about the white guy with a Honda Civic with a spoiler. And then I want a Japanese guy who is like gangsta.
Yeah, and just chain smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the guys out of the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah. He talks kind of black. He talks really black. I want a Japanese guy that talks super black.
Love it. And he looks so Japanese that you think he's going to have trouble speaking English when he opens his mouth. You think it's going to be like, "Oh, I have you for my wife." But instead, it's just like, "Man, what up, bitch?
Yeah.
Man, fucking, I'm a gangster-ass motherfucker."
Dude, nothing like an Asian guy that talks black. one of my favorite things in the world.
It's so disorienting. I saw the first time, I'll never forget it, Leo. I was in San Francisco, and there was an Asian woman on the subway talking in full Ebonics at high volume to her black friend.
Wow.
Girl, I say, if you don't give me my paycheck, I'm going to go upside your head, ho. I'm going to whoop that bitch. Managing my ass, she a fucking hoe.
See, that's not as racist because the girl was Asian. If she was black, it'd be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's Asian. That was an Asian impression. And then it's too many degrees of separation away from... Also, nobody cares anymore.
True.
Trump won, dude. We can do whatever we want.
You know what? Now I am doing an impersonation of a black person, motherfucker.
I could probably say the N-word. If I wasn't a coward, I would
relax, okay? Relax.
You won't.
You need to relax.
Yeah. Well, you probably can now.
Well, I'm sure you can, but we don't need any more heat. All right, we got hot right now.
Right now we got heat?
I'm saying no, we don't have heat, but you know what I mean. Like we just brawled and shit. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. Well,
you're dancing. There's videos of you dancing with tortas all over the internet, dude. I don't know. You're dancing with tortas all over the place, dog.
Well, I do not discriminate, Leo. And there's something about the embrace of a torta that you could say is nicer than the embrace of a traditionally good-looking woman.
Is it motherly? Is it because the large breasts? I mean, tortas often are both around the top as they are at the bottom. So is it the embrace, the motherly kind of embrace?
I think so. The torta, it's nice. Like, if your apartment building was ever on fire, you could push her out the window first and make it seem like you were being chivalrous. Like, oh, women and children, you know. You just shove her out the window, and then you jump and you try to land on the torta, and it breaks your fall.
You're gonna use her as a stunt landing pad.
Yeah.
Literally a pad to make sure that you don't hurt your knees.
Yeah.
Your ankles.
Yeah.
And you do an open back land. That's the safest one. You gotta back land on your back.
What the fuck is that? There's like a bad buzzing coming from over there. But I
don't hear anything.
It's like coming out of his headphones or something. I don't know. I hear a weird noise. It's coming from our audio. It's echoing us. Oh yeah. But yeah, Leo, absolutely. I would just try to get her to land on her back, so the big belly is just right there, whoever this woman is, and I would front flip. This is gonna drive me fucking insane. I'm gonna put my headphones on. Maybe it'll go away. Something's buzzing at us. Talking, testing. Okay, it's gone. There we go.
Yeah,
I'm back.
Bilal. You can sit down here, baby.
Speaking of, we'll ask Bilal if he thinks this is offensive. Bilal, do you mind taking your shoes off?
They make us do that, and then they would be very angry if you didn't take your shoes off. This is an Asian household. What's up, guys? I wanted to take a break from the pod for a second to tell you about one of your favorite sponsors because it's just a ridiculously good deal. ShipStation. Guys, listen, you got an e-commerce business, all right? Our business has changed over the years. We need more e-commerce. We want to ship things to our fans. Fans want to ship us things too. That's the crazy thing. But the thing about why ShipStation is doing so well, not only do they give you guys a ridiculous deal that I'm going to tell you about in a second, but guys, it's the fastest, most affordable way to ship products to your customers with discounts up to 89% off UPS, DHL, Express, and USPS rates. So guys, it saves you money, and that's why it's so goddamn effective and why you should check them out and do their free 60-day trial that I'm going to tell you about shortly. Over 130,000 companies have grown their e-commerce business with ShipStation, and 98% of companies that stick with ShipStation for a year become customers for life. It's just a phenomenal product. That's why they've been one of our biggest supporters now for a couple of years, because you guys appreciate it. So listen, if you're shipping anything, if you have an e-commerce business at all, you need ShipStation. And guys, go to shipstation.com/LDS to sign up for your free 60-day trial. Guys, 60 days. I shipped so many Octopo rings with this. Go to shipstation.com/LDS to sign up for free 60-day trial. That's shipstation.com/LDS. Go do it, boys.
Bilal, you don't look Palestinian.
That's what I hear. I hear I look friendlier.
But I hear that, but I also friendlier. But I do believe that Hamas would clone you if they really needed some foot soldiers.
Well, the problem is he'd clog up the tunnels.
Well, that's why I had to get out of there. I was the biggest human shield.
Yeah.
You know how many J dams I could take, brother? They bounce right off of me.
Oh my God. Wait, you've been to Palestine?
I was born there.
Wow.
Damn, dude.
That's awesome.
I did a comedy tour there 2 summers ago.
Damn. Well,
wow.
I can't imagine the dates were very spread out. You probably didn't cover much ground geographically.
No, but like it was a 5-city tour, but you know, very small country.
When was that?
2 summers ago.
Did you do a show for any settler colonialist Israelis?
You know what? They didn't show up.
Damn, dude.
They weren't big ticket buyers.
Damn. I wonder if there was one. Do you think there was one Jew in the crowd?
Yeah, no, there were Jews. Actually, there were I don't know about like settlers or anything like that, but there were like Israelis there. I had a guy, Noah, who's a comedian in LA, who just so happened to be visiting Israel.
Wow.
He and his family, and he came to my show in Jerusalem.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Well, real quick, Bilal is a local great comic in Los Angeles. It's a friend of ours. He's a friend of Anthony Storetti's. I think I met you through Anthony. And if you don't know Anthony, he's an Italian kid that's also a comic out here. They're young bucks just killing it. You're a young man, right? How old are you?
28.
Yeah, so they're out here in LA chasing their dreams, and we wanted to have a big old Palestinian on the pod today. So here he is, and follow him on Instagram. He's a good comic, very funny.
Bilal, is it pretty fucked up out there in Palestine when you went? I'm not talking about now because I know the answer is yes.
Yeah, I haven't been since the 7th. But just
hey man, a video, dude. Let's take Bilal to Palestine.
Post 7th.
Oh my God, dude.
You know, I actually, it was beautiful for me. You know, I spent a lot of time in the city of Ramallah, and Ramallah is like sick, dude. There's like bars, there's clubs, there's a fucking escape room, you know. The whole country's a damn escape room, and they build one in there. And so it was amazing. The biggest troubles I had were obviously at the airport. I got interrogated for 5 hours on the way in and on the way out. And it was just like psychological little stuff.
Wow.
You know?
No, please go into that. What do you mean? Like, what did they do to you at the airport?
You know, on the way out, when we were leaving Tel Aviv, going back to America, before I even got in, they grabbed me and they said, "We got to search your bags." This is outside the airport.
Okay.
So you're flying out of Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
Is there an international airport in Palestine?
There used to be.
Interesting. Because so the reason they were fucking with you is you were a Palestinian guy flying out of Tel Aviv.
Of course.
Okay.
And they're so, I mean, you know, they have all the best intelligence in the world, because when I got in the airport, a soldier came up to me and said, "You're the comedian."
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah. And he just walked away. And then I got in line to go check, you know, my ID and all that stuff. Then they randomly searched my bags again. So this is twice my bags are searched before I even get into the motherfucking line.
Wow. That is crazy intelligence. Who do you think that, or is it just a really, really savvy Instagram guy?
The thing is, he was live streaming the show and he went on a rant about killing Zionist pigs.
Yeah, but it was on my close friends.
That's true.
You got a rat. I think there's a rat.
Fucking Mossad following you.
This is crazy. So on my way in, I first get to Tel Aviv, and you know, obviously we get there. You don't get to go straight through. You get put in what I call the VIP room with the rest of the brown people.
Yeah.
And it's a whole waiting situation. That's why I say it's psychological, because it's just a lot of like fucking waiting. And they put you right in front. You see all the Jewish people kind of walk through and like they wave and shit like that.
You could absolutely be a Jewish guy. Like if he dressed up like a rabbi, I would think you were
we're
like
cousins, bro.
1600th generation Jew.
We're cousins. Yeah. And we're cousins. And so we're in this VIP room, and fucking there's this one guy, and he's not having it.
One guy who's a Palestinian or an Israeli?
Just a brown guy in the VIP room waiting with us. So maybe Palestinian. He's like, "Man, they're gonna fucking send me back, these assholes." I'm like, "No way, bro. Why?" He's like, "I don't know, bro. Something about fucking the last couple of countries I've been to." I was like, "Where you been?" He's like, "Afghanistan, Iran, Syria." I was like, "Well,
North Korea, Qatar, Egypt, Lebanon."
Like, I don't know if I'd let you in, brother. You know. And then he starts yelling. He's like, "The fucking Taliban treated me better than this. The fucking Taliban's better than this." And he looks at everyone else sitting down. He's like, "Right, guys?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you fucking doing, bro?
That's so.
What are you doing? And I tell a lot of people that story, and a lot of people tell me, oh, that was probably like a spot.
Really?
So what he was trying to do is he was trying to get Bilal to be like, here.
Yeah.
And then the IDF would have disappeared Bilal.
Yeah.
It would not have been good. He would not have made it to his, well, I guess he was flying home at that point. But
no, this was on the way
he would not have made it to his comedy tour.
Yeah, this was on the way
And there'd be a lot less jolly Palestinians. Well, less jolly than they already were, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were already.
There are some jolly Palestinians, dude. I'm one of them.
Yeah, I see. I follow a guy on Instagram that he makes like these videos, and he's pretty cool. He's like a Palestinian influencer.
Yeah, some of us are cool. Some of us suck.
Just like every other country.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a Palestinian guy that went to my high school, and his parents were successful. They were the kind of successful people that you would associate with Israelis or Jews. His dad ran a diamond business.
Oh, wow.
All the sons worked for it. They lived in a beautiful house in Granite Bay, California. And then their son, who was a buddy of mine, was a huge ne'er-do-well. Also had a huge penis, allegedly.
Oh, wow.
He pulled it out on Jen Romano once. She said it was giant. I don't care. I'll use her full name. But he started really coming undone later in life. I saw him once, and he was on a bike because he'd gotten a DUI. And he was sweating profusely on the way to an interview at a coffee shop at like age, I don't know, 30. And then he overdosed like the next week.
The next week.
Yeah.
You could have said something to really kind of help him a little bit. Did you say anything poetic? Or what would you tell the guy?
When I saw him sweating on a bicycle, I didn't immediately assume I guess I should have assumed something because he did get a DUI. And he told me he got the DUI because he passed out in a cul-de-sac in his vehicle without killing the engine.
Oh, so you're like, it's not even that bad.
Maybe he was being responsible. He wanted to duck into cover and get off the road for a few hours. But it was the fentanyl that got him, dude. I did salvia with him. He was there for the first time I ever smoked salvia. I was there with a Palestinian, Leo.
Wow.
I had an Argentinian Palestinian friend who he seems very political now on Instagram, which is fine. But he's a good guy. Good guy too. But Palestine.
Which way is he political?
He hates Palestine, and he's a complete Zionist.
No, he just he doesn't. He's not very happy with the Jews right now.
Yeah. A lot of people aren't, man. A lot of people aren't. But you shouldn't not be happy with the Jews.
So let's talk about this a little bit because first of all, in the Old Testament, the Jews are in that area.
Yes.
And then, so I understand that a lot of the Palestinians are descended from that time too.
Yes.
And they basically have the same blood as the Jews that were there. And then the Jews are in World War II, or in Europe during World War II, obviously unspeakable things happen. And then we reintroduce the population back down to Palestine. And then things get a little testy.
Yeah.
Then things get a little testy, Leo.
Just a tad.
It does. And, there's a lot of nefarious fingers and, kind of some weird things along the way. But yeah, basically that's where things get a little testy. And, I always tell people this, man. Imagine the Native Americans come and they're like, okay, we want our land back. And that was only 100 years ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
They have more of a case, to be honest.
Yeah, they do.
Who has more of a case?
The Native Americans.
Okay, the Native Americans come back to America and say we want our land back.
And America would obviously never let that happen. They'd fight back. We'd be like, oh, hell no, you Indians. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, I mean, when you talk about like Israel coming back, taking the land, that's, thousands of years ago. Now I understand the whole occupation, whose land was it really, blah, 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 blah. But people were there, man. And you can't take that away from them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pro-colonialism, pro-settling. I honestly think Leo's got a little bit of Neanderthal blood, and I think Leo
so do you.
should be able to, you guys should be able to take any country in Europe you want back. If you can prove you're Neanderthal, you should be able just to evict a family in Tuscany.
That'd be nice.
And you know what? If that's your stance, say that then. I hate the fake morality people try to put behind it. If people are like, might is right. If your might is right, then say your might is right, and that's your position.
That's how usually Leo deals with romantic hesitation from women is the might is right philosophy.
But at least you own up to it.
I own up to it, dude. You know, that's crazy, though. That's pretty wild that 2 summers ago you did a comedy show out there, man.
It's crazy.
They speak good English, too, right? It seems like they do.
And that's what I was really worried about, too. And no, it was sick, man. Yeah. Everybody, packed shows every night, 500-600 people a night. You know?
Great audiences?
I mean, yeah, amazing audience.
Hell yeah.
Amazing audiences. I mean, it was wild. We did a show in Bethlehem.
Damn, dude.
To go from earlier in the day, I was looking at a sign that said Jesus was born right here with an arrow.
Oh my God.
Like
they don't know that.
Spot,
they don't know that.
You know what I mean? But
tourist, do you have to like pay to go see it and stuff, or no? Is it just
no, you can walk right in.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do they who decided where Jesus was born exactly?
I don't know, but it's in a church. You go to the bottom level, they built like a church on top of it.
Wow.
And there's like a bottom level, and then you like see like this old, they have it like roped off.
Wow.
And it's like, oh wow. It's like a weird, I'm not even necessarily super religious or anything like that. I mean, I believe, but like when you get into a place like that, man, woo.
Well, the problem is they don't know where Jesus was born, so I don't take that seriously. Jesus was probably born in the spring sometime too. He was not born on Christmas.
Yeah, that's well known, right?
Not really. I mean, most people would say he was born on December.
Wait, that changes his like his sign then. He's not a whatever.
Yeah, because devout Christians are also very into astrology.
P.S. dude, he's like a Taurus or some bullshit. Well, I get along with the Taurus. I get along with them. It's all good.
Yeah. So from what I remember, December 25th coincided with a Roman feast day, and the history of Christianity is super intertwined with the Roman Empire.
It's all paganism. Dude.
It's all of the religions that came before Christianity influenced it. Not all of them, but the major ones that were happening in that region all spilled into Christianity. Jesus was a guy and he lived and he was Jewish and he said some stuff. And then a bunch of people after him molded his teachings into this religious thingy that he never intended. Some of it good, some of it bad.
Yeah, it's interesting when you think about like other religions that came before and kind of I get real into this stuff. I got real into like Viking Norse mythology last year.
Oh yeah? What can you tell us about the Vikings?
I don't know. It's just kind of, there's like a similar intertwining thing with like Odin and Jesus. And like, you know, Odin died on the tree of Yggdrasil, gave his eye for knowledge, came back. It's kind of interesting. I didn't expect to get into Norse mythology.
You no doubt would have been a Viking.
Man,
in some life.
So would you, because they had a hobby.
Oh yeah, they had a hobby. I heard about this. What would they do? They would something and pillage.
Would pillage. Yeah.
They would wait. It was something and pillaging. What is that? He's the one that said it would have been a great time right off the bat. All right, so he would have enjoyed it too.
No, but like, you know,
what is it? Something in pillaging.
Ricky Gervais has an incredible joke about this. He's like, I think the pillaging part was just for the wives. Like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Oh, just out for a bit of pillaging.
It's just pillaging. Yeah.
You're wearing your rape hat.
Yeah, I was looking at it more so for like the nautical adventure of it all. You know, just
something,
finding new land.
Something kind of didn't kill Vikings for me, but I was always a fan, right? You know, but like I was listening to Shane Gillis, and he said that they don't have very much history, and they only found one helmet and didn't even have the horns.
Yeah,
they don't have any proof that the Vikings were badass.
All of the Viking stories were written like 100, 200 years after them by the English. But I mean, there's like, they found artifacts. You know, they're in North America 1,000 years before Chrissy Columbus, brother.
That's sick.
That's Leif Erikson.
They called it Vinland.
So Leo,
they're dope.
You think you're so special because you're Italian and your people discovered the New World. Wrong.
Christopher Columbus. Amerigo Vespucci, dog.
No, dude. Amerigo
Vespucci.
A rapist named Leif.
Yeah. He came in before.
Yeah, he got
we
there
got
way
sloppy
before.
seconds.
You got sloppy seconds on a raped continent.
Well, that's good because Tom Dreesen, I think that's his name. He has a joke about Italians. He goes like, "We don't want 72 virgins. We just want 3 sluts." You know what I mean? Send me to heaven with 3 sluts. I think you agree with that, dude.
No, I'm with Bilal, dude. I'll move to Palestine.
72 virgins?
If I knew that was real, I'd move to Palestine and I would I would tape myself to the top of a fucking Palestinian hospital.
Yeah,
dude, I'm
just
going with you.
If
we find out it's legit, dude, if we find out it's legit, dude, you wouldn't. I guess 72 virgins. It would take me a long time to get tired of banging all those virgins.
Oh, dude, Leo, if there were 72 virgins, I would spray paint a bullseye on my nutsack and I would lay on top of a UN school in Rafah and just wait for the missiles.
That's how they get them, man. That's how they get them.
Yeah.
With a mindset like that. But sometimes I think about 72 virgins, and if you think about it a lot, it'll really ruin it for you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because, heaven is supposed to be, eternal.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So 72 goes real quick.
Yeah. Heaven's
go quick.
Imagine when you get to 1, you're probably sitting around thinking like, probably shouldn't have that 12-some night 1.
You and 11 versions.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
You should do a stand-up bit about that. That was great.
do. I'm cheating.
That's still good, though. That was good. Hey, that was like running a joke. Dude.
I know. That's a new one. It's a new one.
I like it.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's
you
really
got
good.
it. You should just be ripping all Palestine material right now.
It's all I do, man.
Hell
it
yeah.
really
Hell
is
yeah.
all I do. And, I was telling people, I was doing comedy October 8th,
Wow.
I
never saw you.
Because you were busy October 7th.
Well, when I heard about the 7th,
Fucking landed his glider, took his goggles off, fucking
Dude,
walked him right
if he
into the
landed
hall.
off a glider, dude, that's the most terrifying thing ever. If Bilal flies in on a fucking glider, dude,
Amazing.
Oh,
when when I heard about October 7th, it was October 5th. Told him it was a bad idea.
Is that from your bit too?
No, I don't see
That's
like
a good
that.
bit. When I heard about October 7th, it was October 5th. I like that. That's a good bit.
That's a fun one.
you got to start. You got to start a set like that, dude.
Yeah, just right off the bat.
Now we got to have you. Now since you're on the pod, we got to have you on the next haha show.
Yeah, let's run it, dude.
You're on it, dude.
I'm ready to party.
I think it'll be like in December. I don't know if you're staying in town in December, but
yeah,
we'll be there.
Yeah.
If you're ever in LA or you guys want to, see a show, hit me up. Or we do like 3 or 4 a month, 5 sometimes. So
yeah,
come see the boys. Danny's on them. We're ripping it, dude. We're getting 100 people over at North Hollywood.
We'll plant a fake dead baby behind the stage, like a Cabbage Patch Kid, and you could like pull it out of the rubble and kiss it on the forehead and go give it a proper burial after your set.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
What is wrong with you?
We
dude?
can have one of those.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Man.
Have one of those Israeli drones that plays the crying babies. Have you heard about that?
No.
Yeah.
That's
no.
They fly drones, play crying babies, and people poke their head out.
Damn, dude.
Is that real?
That's what
Let's
I've
look
seen.
that up, Jesse. We
Look
gotta
that up.
verify
Look
that.
up crying baby drones, Israel.
You know what, dude? IDF is just, dude. I bet they have things like they're so sneaky and good. They're scary. They're scary good at their job.
Al Jazeera hates Israel.
Al Jazeera investigates.
No, I think they're pretty neutral.
Did you get to go to the beach in Palestine?
No.
I wonder how nice it is.
No, but I have my family lives there. Obviously, they go to the beaches and stuff in Israel sometimes.
That's some top of the line property, I presume.
Yeah.
Sucks that
Is
it's
this playing?
it's
Yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
يا جماعة الخير كواد كاب تركض لصوت أطفال الآن من مخيم إنصارات.
If you couldn't read the subtitles, he was explaining what's happening.
طلع مسكين يشوف إيش الصوت في المدرسة طبعا طلع والله لقى صوت.
In mid-April, we were informed that Israeli quadcopters,
basically quadcopters were emitting baby sounds, playing sounds of screaming women.
including baby sounds.
I'll play the video during the pod.
Yeah.
some hellish.
Yeah, the fucking. It's a tough one, dude. Like, I'll watch a documentary that's from a pro-Palestinian perspective, and I'll be like so pro-Palestine, and then I'll watch something by like an Israeli-leaning organization, and I'll be like, the Jews been there for thousands of years, and I go back and forth on it. But I do like the one thing I will say, and this makes me kind of want to be on Team Israel. I do like the crying baby helicopters as instruments of death. I think that's ingenuity that
I just want to be in their board meeting when someone like presented that idea.
Yeah, well, it's just imagine, just a Satanist panel.
Yeah, it's not good. That idea is evil. I'm going to say that idea is evil. So. It's almost been The Germans, what would the Germans do? The Germans had that chick that would like talk shit, right? There was like a woman that would just talk shit over speakers.
I've never heard of that. And it sounds like a Leo. It sounds like something you heard in a baseball locker room one day.
Look it up, dude.
They had a chick who would talk shit.
Yeah, just say like German, World War II.
A couple of the battalions probably had a woman who was a prostitute.
Woman speaking over speakers. Yeah, let's do speaking.
Yeah, and then type in porn after.
No, it says speak.
Just everything just comes up as Adolf Hitler.
Stop it, dude. No, it says speaking. You put speaking on speaking. Is it just put like a woman?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I'm telling you, you'll see when it comes up, buddy boy.
I have like a vague memory.
Mildred Gellers, Nazi Germany broadcaster.
You gotta love old first woman names.
Mildred.
You gotta love Mildred. You gotta love Agatha and Dolores and Noreen.
Look at Mildred though.
I knew a hot chick named Mildred. Went to my school. Weird.
She immediately, if she's a 10, she becomes an 8 if her name is Mildred. Yeah. It rhymes with mildew.
Yeah.
Almost. It's basically the same word.
Hold on. What's wrong with this fucking lady?
Yeah.
What is it? My God.
She looks like a Mildred.
That's not Mildred. That's Mildred right there.
Mildred looks like a Mildred too.
Wow.
But she looks like Horton Hears a Who. She looks like a Who.
She would have been. I don't know. She would have had a little plastic surgery in the modern world, and she would be hot. You know what I mean?
Okay. So what'd she do?
No, I don't know if this is the one, but they would have like she would be talking crap over some speakers to get into the enemy's heads.
Yeah, psychological warfare, real thing, man.
Lady Death, is that it? I think it might be Lady Death, dude.
No, of the Red Army. That's a Russian. So, Leo, they had another way of inducing psychological terror. It was called the Blitzkrieg. And it was a lot more effective than some dame talking a little smack. Especially the amplification they had back then.
It depends now. I think they had good amplification. Well, it depends on what this lady was spitting. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, she could have been really getting under their skin, dude.
They had Stuka dive bombers that went... So that was their
psychological warfare is like the best way to... Like, it happens, you know, when I'm in Palestine, every 15 minutes, I have to go through an IDF checkpoint.
Damn.
When you drive. So a drive that should take 20 minutes is now an hour.
Wow.
You know, because there's Israeli only roads too,
you
know, that are the quickest and easiest and best maintained roads. And so that stuff just adds up in your head, you know, and then when you see soldiers with the biggest guns of all time around every corner, you know, that stuff is like, oh, fuck, you know?
Yeah.
And then there's towers. Like when I was in Hebron, Hebron's one of the most fucked up places because there's settlements inside the city. So like touching Palestinian land, there's actual places that no Palestinians can walk through inside the city. So they have to take different streets. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
But I remember I was walking through like a bazaar. I love using that word.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I was
shops. Shops with miscellaneous wares, right?
Yeah, but it just fits so well over there.
Yeah.
You know, I was walking through a bazaar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, you know, recording, and then you come across just like before you even know it, you see just this big sniper tower. And I just like kind of panned over, and the guy yelled at me, pointed a sniper. He's like, delete that video.
Wow.
Delete that video.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. See, the thing is, though, I'm grateful for those sniper towers. Because, like, what if there was an uppity child and it was playing with, you know, like one of those horse heads that's on a broomstick that you ride around? And what if it was, you know, kind of like kicking up dust clouds in the street and making it
dealt with?
And people who had to get to work had to walk around it. It's like the sniper's going to take a shot. He's going to take a shot, Leo.
You're right.
That's one way to handle it. You just kill the kid.
Yeah.
Just fucking murder. Just shoot him in the head.
Yeah, you know.
Or maybe go for a leg wound. Is that what you're saying?
No,
like
I go for the
leg?
fatality. He's carrying on a wooden horse.
And then you take his head and then put it on a stick and then ride around like
yes.
Oh my God!
No, Jesse's right. Jesse's right.
Oh, thank you, Danny.
Maybe they just have a comedian on the board that's like, what if we have drones with babies? What if they make baby noises? That'd be hilarious, right? What if it's just a comedian that's coming up with these ideas?
I'm willing to be hired. But yeah, no, I like that. I think that those snipers need to err on the side of caution. And I think if the baby reaches too quickly for the pacifier, you got to take him out.
And that's what they do. That's what's going on.
That's basically what is going on, actually. So they're pacifiers, guys. I wonder what the youngest guy that maybe what is it, a suicide bomber? Do you think how young are they going with that?
That's out of style.
Mm-hmm.
That's been
ineffective, probably.
Yeah, it's been out of style since probably like really early.
Yeah, that's still 9/11.
Yeah, that's like
9/11.
Really, really pre 9/11. Now
it was good in movies. I always liked seeing it in movies.
But
it was good.
Yeah, now we're
American Sniper.
Yeah, American Sniper. He had to take out the kid, dude.
Yeah, see, that's why it's one of my favorite movies ever, based on that scene.
It sensationalized their relationship between the two snipers, but there was a guy that was a really good sniper on both sides.
Yeah,
which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I wish he would have been given orders to kill you.
Jesse, pull up the email too. We have some fan videos that I wanted to go through at some point today with all of you guys, and they're really funny, a lot of them. And
Tony's on the way. He's just
oh hell yeah, no, he's a late little bastard. It's all right.
Man.
You call him Tony?
Sometimes, yeah.
I totally forgot.
No, it's okay. I texted you the list who would go first, but yeah, let's watch. This first guy has a problem that I think is really that we should
All right,
definitely.
Do you think Bilal's Palestinian take will help?
Absolutely. Bilal's going to give us the Palestinian take for every one of these guys.
Great. We need that.
All right, this guy he goes by Heisenberg, his email, but I think he says his name in the video. But yeah, let's check this out, guys. We need to help our fans. He's a good kid.
Leo and Danny, what's up?
What up?
I'm Eddie. I'm 25. I'm from Atlantic City. I used to work as an online blackjack dealer for about 2 years. Unfortunately, it was canned over the phone on some bullshit. But I am here for some advice. Hopefully, you guys can shed some light on the situation. I am addicted to streetwalkers, not just prostitutes. I mean fucking full-on crack whore streetwalkers on the fucking sidewalk. I mean... Here in Atlantic City, we got a lot of them. So, I mean, it's a dime a dozen with these bitches. I see one of these girls, and, I mean, my jaw just fucking drops. I start drooling like a fucking bulldog. I'm just uncontrollable. I mean, I thought it was one and done when I first got into it. I mean, I'm in way too fucking deep. Like, I used to do these massage parlors for fun. Then I got really deep in it with these fucking streetwalkers. I can't stop. I need to stop for my fucking sanity and for my fucking health, truly. You guys have any advice? I mean, I would fucking love some help from you guys, truly.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
So, Eddie.
I'll go first.
Eddie. Go ahead, go first, Danny.
First of all, streetwalkers are usually a little overweight, and he mentioned specifically a streetwalker on the sidewalk. I'm thinking it's like a torta that he's using as a fire escape, too, like I brought up earlier. I was saying the good thing, Bilal, about fucking a fat girl is if you shove her out the window before you have to jump from the third story, you land on her, you avoid injury.
We've been canceled before for you with you doing these things to fat women. We're joking, by the way. Okay, he would never actually do that to a fat. God damn it! I should have gone back to the beginning. You lulled me into your trap again. I'm going to use my name in another headline on another national headline.
Bilal, could you use your fat privilege to bless me right now? Could you pardon me like Hunter Biden?
Yeah, 100%.
He's pardoned.
Now,
am I Hunter Biden to your Joe Biden?
Yeah. Do you have all the pictures and the videos as well? Yeah. You're fully pardoned on that because I do believe there are certain pros.
Yeah.
And I don't even think that was necessarily very negative.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing.
I think.
Oh yeah, let's use him as a pad. A stunt landing.
He's
pad.
giving her a good time. He's giving her a good time.
You are saying that you are. I mean, you would have sex with her. You would eat her pussy.
Yes, I would do everything. I would marry her, Leo.
Yeah.
We're shacked up in like a 1910 5-story apartment downtown. And listen, here's the thing I said before you came, Bilal. It's a women and children.
Which time?
Women and children first. So that's where I'm being chivalrous. I let her escape the fire first, but then I use her as a pad.
I'm imagining the scene in The Firstborn Identity where he kicks the guy off the stairs and then he uses him as a pad all the way down.
Leo, let me just tell you this right now. This is a life or death scenario.
Correct.
We're talking. All right. And if the roles were reversed, if Danny falls out first, fat girl on top, that's instant. You're dead.
And they don't have a chance.
Right?
And she might be dead too.
Exactly.
Okay.
If she's on bottom, you're on top. That's the optimal way to fall for highest percentage chance of everyone living.
Everyone living, because she does have padding.
And then listen to this too, Leo. I'm saving her from like another minute of smoke inhalation, which is the silent killer in a fire scenario.
100%.
You just hope she doesn't hit her head on the way down, huh?
I don't really care. So.
Oh my, yes you do.
Because Leo, if she hits her head, then she won't feel the pain. She'll be out when I land on her.
Actually, he's right.
I'm gonna keep.
It's a win either way.
We're joking. I gotta say that again, just because I don't want to get canceled. Now check this guy out, dude. This next one's pretty good too. Or no, do the Indian guy.
Yeah. That other guy, Streetwalkers is
wait, time out. Actually, no, we have to continue. We have to talk about Streetwalkers a little bit more, and then we'll go into that guy, but go ahead.
Yeah, Streetwalkers is crazy, and I understand it's a gateway. Mm-hmm. You don't just go to Streetwalkers. He said he started with massage parlors and, probably started doing some back page type deals. Mm-hmm. And my advice to him is, brother, you got to work yourself back.
You got to work yourself back. Yeah. So what, take a girl on a date?
No. Don't even do that. Like, stop fucking with crack whores and go back to regular prostitutes.
Just
now.
A massage
do that a couple times. Now go back to, a massage parlor. Because you can't just cold turkey it. Once you get into crack whores, from what I hear, it's a tough one.
Yeah, I fucked a couple streetwalkers.
In Vegas, right?
Yeah.
There's no... Well, I think it's an addiction like any other, but you didn't get addicted to it, right? It was kind of sad, the whole thing. Like, what, did you look at her deep in her eyes and think, oh my God, this woman wants to kill herself?
Well, I don't have much of an addictive personality, first of all. I'm very blessed in that regard, even though I'm Irish.
You jerk off a lot.
Don't we all?
You might be addicted to porn slightly. You used to be. You probably still are. You probably watched it today.
I don't think I jerk off as much as you.
Really?
Wow. I think you jerk off a lot. But yes,
I think you were jerk off more than me.
Leo, when you see, I get more pussy than you.
You piece of crap.
Leo knows I don't believe it.
We get the same amount of pussy.
But when I saw the streetwalkers, first of all, they all have children, which is when you see the stretch marks from the birth, that's when it really hits you.
That's kind of hot.
That's when you come all over her face. And that's when he finished the money.
Dude. You're really on one today.
That was Bilal's joke. I just heightened it.
Yeah,
I just heightened it.
Yeah, it's true. There's going to be some serious videos later that I do want to get to, and we do have to help some kids. But let's go back to the okay. So the streetwalker for real, man. Like any other addiction, man, it starts. Maybe go get some help, man. Go to some support group. I don't know how you can afford it. They're not that cheap, right? I don't know.
They're cheap.
What's the street?
I paid $50 to fuck one, and I got paid $40 to get blown by another.
And
okay, but it's got to be 100 now.
That's
right?
part of his problem too. Is he probably was losing money doing the upper echelon stuff.
Oh yeah,
and now all he could afford is crack whores.
That's such a good point because massage parlors they're probably $80 to $100. I know from Danny's experiences.
Oh yeah.
And then I also know, the streetwalkers probably got to be less than 100. Then I guess.
So here's what you can start doing: the Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Oh, okay. So okay, but is he going to let him go after he has sex with
him?
What do you mean? You got to let him keep the money. You don't want to kill him and then take the money back. That's wrong, right? No one's ever done that in the game.
I didn't know that mechanic was available in the game.
I mean, Leo, the police departments, they're stretched too thin right now. One streetwalker goes missing in Atlantic City.
Oh.
Are they really going to be calling all cars? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. I am going to have to do a disclaimer on this podcast that it's all a yoke, man. It's just a yoke.
Don't kill.
Oh.
What's his name?
Eddie.
Eddie, don't kill a prostitute.
No, kill a prostitute.
Yeah, Eddie. Oh, I forgot we were giving advice.
Yeah, we were still giving advice. Some of them are advice. Some of them just want to say hi. I think this guy has a question
Eddie,
too. But...
Eddie, don't kill a prostitute unless you're Israeli and she's Palestinian, and then you can do it.
Then you'll get away with it.
Yeah, but you got to try to kill like all of her friends too.
Yeah.
If you throw a grenade into the bunker, well, then again.
Yeah.
October 7th, they were throwing grenades into bunkers. I got to get my tactics updated here.
Yeah.
All right, let's check this guy. I like this is a foreign fan.
This guy could be Israeli or Palestinian. What was that?
Look at this, dude.
Yo, this is Arjun here. I'm from India.
Hell yeah, dude.
What do I do? I'm studying sound engineering right now. And what plans for the holidays? Nothing specifically fun plan for the holidays, but I'm just going to be working with a live sound company for this holidays. But next holidays, I want to come to LA and I want to start my own hippie cult there.
I'm going
to be the leader of that cult, and I need your help with where can I be put up there? And I need your help with recruiting members for my cult.
Got you,
So,
bro.
yeah. Thank you.
This guy's doing a bit. This guy lives in San Diego and he's fighting.
That guy's fucking Mexican, bro.
Yeah, he's Mexican. Dude, he's putting beads on. Yeah, this guy has like training, dude. He's got activities.
Yeah.
He takes a sip. He's playing with
Amazing.
the beads, dude. It was good job, man.
Yeah.
I hope you're actually from India, though. That's sick, dude.
Yeah. And what was that? He's like, oh, I must start my speech with some kombucha.
Yeah, that was so good,
So
dude.
basically, I like sound engineering, and I want to start the cult where I fuck everybody, and all of the pussy is gone. Then.
But it is, that was super Indian. If he did, he must have done his homework because sound engineering followed by wanting to bang as many girls as possible.
Yeah,
that's India.
If you just see broke character, he just couldn't stop laughing. He
couldn't stop
that
laughing.
Well,
guy,
he's just so excited
He's the Jimmy
about the
Fallon
thought.
of Indian impersonators.
Dude, that guy is talented, dude. All right, dude. This next guy, very. This is like a lot of our fan base, dude. So I wanted to put this guy on, and I don't know. I forgot what he said, but let's
Hey,
watch
Leandro.
it.
What's up, Daniel?
Both full names.
First of all, I want to start by saying I appreciate everything you guys do, and I'll try to keep this short, but this is it. My name's Alex. I'm 26 years old. I was born and raised in Chicago, but got out of there in 2020 and moved to a small town in Kentucky. I've lived here ever since. We rent an apartment. I drive a semi, and I pull double sets of trailers at night for a popular shipping company, and I've worked there since 2016. Obviously, the holidays are here, and this is what they call peak season in our industry. It's super busy. A lot of guys get burnt out and end up resenting the holidays, which is unfortunate. But one way I try to do it is I try to stay positive. I try to think of ourselves as, delivering what people want and need and making people happy. So that kind of makes me happy. Anyways, that's how I try to stay positive. Another thing I can stay positive about during this holiday season is Christ's birth, and that being the greatest gift that we could ever receive.
Well,
now,
I hate to break it to you,
quick,
buddy.
What's a good book that you guys recommend?
Good
Not
book.
necessarily self-help. Could be fiction or nonfiction. I like history and I like biographies. And anyways, love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Love you too.
Love you too, dude.
Love
I would
you
just,
too.
we were saying that Jesus was born in the springtime.
It's just fun. I love you as well, brother.
Yeah,
That guy, though, that's the backbone of America, right there.
100%.
That is the backbone of America, right there, dude. Hardworking guy, follows Christ. I like it.
So he wanted a book recommendation?
Yeah, book recommendation.
Dude, I've recommended too much now, but I really think The Science of Growing Rich, The Science of Getting Rich.
Science of Getting Rich.
By Wallace Wattles. I gave it to Leo on, I believe, his 36th birthday.
Yeah.
Have you gotten richer since then?
Yes, I have.
Wow.
I would hope
Thankfully, Thankfully to Donald Trump a little bit right now. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
But,
that really made that curve go.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, dude. That, you know what? I had a crazy moment about that. Like, I was at a bar with Mitch, and I was in the bathroom, and some guy just looks at me, and for some reason, he knew that I would agree with this, but he goes, "Stocks are finally fucking going up." Huh?
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Fucking let's go, baby. We're back." So I'm like fist bumping him as I'm taking a piss, and then he goes, and then he's leaving the bathroom and he's like, "It took fucking 4 years." He said it again. He goes, "It took fucking 4 years."
Yeah.
And it was just a phenomenal moment I had with this guy out of nowhere. Dude.
It was nice. I will say stocks were going up the last 2 years of Joe Biden's presidency, but then they just went crazy this November. What was this guy's name again? Did he give us his name?
Ooh, did he give us his name? I don't think so. Maybe it's in the
His
email.
name was Alex Dixon.
That's right, Alex.
Alex,
good man.
I like The Science of Getting Rich. I recommend it to people.
He's 26, super young, so that's a good time to read it, dude.
Yeah, it's great. It is just about mindset and how you can use a positive mindset to get ahead in your career and start attracting more money. But not just money. I mean, you can use the same principles to attract health, better relationships, more just day-to-day, moment-by-moment happiness. It's really great. It's really short, too. It's about 50 pages, and it had a tremendous influence on Think and Grow Rich, which is the book that gets all the press about making money.
Probably a lot of other self-help books, too. Or not self-help books, but a
100%.
lot of other books.
The Secret, like the documentary, The Secret, the movie, the book, they take stuff almost word for word out of Wallace D. Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich.
Yeah.
And Think and Grow Rich is a great book for a lot of other reasons because it deals with a lot of subject matter other than just mindset. There's a lot of great historical study of great business titans. There's a lot about organization and creating a personal brand. But The Science of Getting Rich is just short and sweet. Sort of like when you fuck virgin number 3 after achieving Islamic afterlife.
Yeah.
Version number 3 is good because like then you're kind of settled in, you're comfortable,
you're not nervous anymore.
You're not afraid Allah is judging you. You know, you're just letting it rip on her face, dude.
What? For real?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
He said he likes history and biographies. I know you read too, so you're gonna recommend him a book too. But since you like biographies,
one second, Leo,
lights.
really quick. Bilal, do you think that version number 1, you would assume it was a trap?
Yeah, I would tiptoe around it. I'd be like, do you want to, what, can I take you somewhere?
Listen,
how long you
bitch,
been here?
How much Semtex has the IDF shoved up your cunt?
Yeah, I wouldn't feel safe even if in the afterlife. I'm going to be honest with you.
Continue,
Dude,
Heaven is a Mossad operation.
There's a lot of there's so much funny shit that you could do about in regards to that, the 72 virgins, dude. You could do 30 minutes on that, dude.
Yeah, it really I mean, eventually, like I said, 72 goes a long time. You're just walking around there with a bunch of whores, and you're just like, you bitches are sick.
Yeah, you had sex. You had sex
about books.
Yeah, books.
Yeah,
so
books,
I think so. If you like biographies, man, the one that like the last couple of years I love the most was Green Lights. Matthew McConaughey, phenomenal. He thinks it's gay. He hasn't listened to it. It's absolutely phenomenal. You can also do the audio version. It's him talking in it. Phenomenal. You'll really enjoy it, man. I feel like that'd be a good call for you. Both of those books and the little history. Since you like history, there's definitely some history in Science of Getting Rich. Bilal, book recommendation.
Sometimes in order to get better in the real world, you got to take yourself to a fantasy land.
Mm-hmm.
Song of Fire and Ice, brother. Get in the thrones, man. Get in the world that George R.R. Martin built for you. Figure yourself out in that world and bring it to the real world.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Is it book 1?
Book 1.
What's it called?
Song of Fire and Ice.
Song of Fire and Ice.
So I'll say this: the only R.R. Martin that I've consumed is none. I haven't watched a single episode, read a single book. Leo has jerked off to the one borderline rape scene with Jason Momoa a bunch of times. That's all Leo has consumed.
I'll say this. I send the meme of him with the blonde to a lot of women, and they all seem to like it. Now I'm not going to confirm or deny that I've jerked off to that scene, but it's a good.
You have
sex scene.
Leo, you think it'd work the same if I sent that meme?
Yes, it would.
Probably pretty
yes,
similar.
it would.
It might be a little bit more aggressive. But
So, Leo, I said this, Bilal, before he came on, that if Leo had been born with a darker skin tone, he would basically be an Indian man because the way he conducts himself on Instagram,
on social media.
And you saying that you send girls a rape gif, essentially?
I do not send him a rape gif.
That's what you just said.
Show.
You called it a meme.
Game of Thrones meme.
It's not a meme
or GIF. It's a rape. It's a GIF.
It's a rape GIF.
It's a Game of Thrones GIF. That is not. It's not technically. We don't. He was married to her. All right.
Was he
married?
Yeah,
in the
that
scene.
was the wedding night.
All right,
that was the wedding night. But yes,
but
it was an arranged wedding, and she did not want to have sex with him.
And she was also 16.
Oh God, Dad didn't know that part. I didn't know that part.
So just
Leo, you've been sending a rape gift to high school juniors.
No, I have not. She was. It was their wedding night, and nobody knows what the age of consent was back in Game of Thrones land.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
All right, number one. And number two, she was married, and he doesn't even talk in it. So it definitely, he didn't ask for consent because he doesn't talk in it. He just,
he got her a horse. I mean,
he got her a nice horse.
Is that a loophole that if you're a deaf mute, you don't have to ask for consent?
I mean, how could you? You have to, is it by touch? But touching someone, you have to ask for consent. So then you have to at some point assault.
You think anybody ever banged out Helen Keller?
I hope so.
Hell yeah.
And I think, yeah.
100%.
Now that's something I haven't checked off my list. I want to have sex with a blind woman and a deaf woman.
Helen Keller is probably
maybe
free.
Different, one each.
Yeah. I mean, there always used to be terrible jokes. It's hard for me to separate like the history of Helen Keller from the things that we would just joke about in an elementary school.
Yeah.
Like her handler leaving a toilet plunger in the toilet. So that Helen Keller just would sit on it and go up her pussy.
That's the most horrible thing ever. It definitely happened once. I think somebody did that for sure.
Yeah, dude. If she fucking drools all over herself one day, the way you punish her is you just fucking.
What do you guys think she sounds like when she orgasms?
You want to make the noise for us, Jesse?
Yeah.
I think that's about right.
That was from the Helen Keller sex noise.
Probably, because that was too much. It was like there was fat phobia on this pod. There's probably slightly racist things, and now that is the final straw on this pod.
Well, I think we're doing well because Bilal is Palestinian, and they are, the media elites would agree, the party that does not have power in the current struggle.
Yeah, and who are the media elites? Anyway.
Interesting. But, well, I mean, the people at Google who have the power to delete or not delete this podcast are sympathetic toward the Palestinians. So we're good there. Also, Bilal is a huskier man. So my jokes about fat women, they're okay. And Bilal, would you mind just saying your pronouns are she, her right now, just to get all the feminists off my back?
That's it, man.
What are your pronouns?
That's it, she, her.
There we go.
Wow.
So that's cleared up.
Our fans, I suppose.
Let's inspire some more fans.
Yeah, let's go. The next one is this guy?
So what are they?
1 second. Are you sure it's not the guy from Stockholm?
That's next.
Oh, yeah. Okay, next. Oh, yeah. Put this guy on.
What's up, Leo and Danny? It's Nick Jet here. Big fan of your guys' podcast and YouTube channel. I'm from Evansville, Indiana, but after the military, I moved to South Florida. I'm just confused on what I want to do in life. I'm 23 and I am doing college now. I have no direction. I don't know what I want to do, what the hell I want to. I'm confused. I need some help. I need some advice. I'd appreciate it.
So just to recap, Jesse, sorry I was distracted. She went back through, but he's living in South Florida. He was in the military.
Yes.
And now he's in college and he wants some direction.
Yeah, and he's 23.
I would say 23 is a totally normal age to still feel lost.
Mm-hmm.
And
100%.
I would say my advice for him is to definitely not get into any debt while he's in college. Realize that college is going to be a placeholder for your life. Nobody's going to talk shit. Everybody's going to think you have your shit together while you're in college. But it's actually, I don't think, getting you any closer to your goals or dreams or to a life that you eventually want to live, unless you want to be an orthodontist or a pediatrician or something.
Correct.
So what I think he should do is start working part-time in an industry he thinks he would like to see if he actually likes it.
There's one thing that not that I regret, because I'm in a place I'm happy doing what I do now, but if hindsight's 2020, in college it used to be a great time to go do an unpaid internship, and a lot of guys that I know that ended up doing really well in life got into some company that they liked or whatever or wanted to work for, and while they were in college, and parlayed like their personality or whatever, just hanging out with the boys at work, right? Like if you go to somewhere and you're slightly cool, they're going to want to hire you. Got hired on to it's a software sales job. He bought he's on a second house already. He's got 2 homes, and it was a job he got straight when he was in college. So you can parlay it. It depends on what you want to do. I think college is still a good idea, but you said something once that I really liked about trying to figure out what you want to do in life when you're stuck is try to think
Get
back
a blowjob from Leo's sister and figure it out from there.
Hey.
I'm just gonna start swinging at you from now on. If
Have I been
PTSD, dude, I'm gonna act Mexican and be like, "Hey, dog," fucking, and try to hit you.
Have I been a nuisance this podcast, Leo?
You have been an absolute nuisance. You are on one. Are you on Adderall again, you bastard? You are a sociopathic bastard today.
Yeah, I will say too, an example of a guy who learned how to do something by getting a job, like an entry-level job in the industry, is the YouTuber Nick Nayarcina.
Mm-hmm.
He used to work for Nelk as a grunt.
Yes.
He was just their editor and a guy who would go pick up sandwiches for Kyle and Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
But then he saw how the company worked from the inside, so that when he started making YouTube videos himself, he skipped multiple years of trial and error because he already saw how a super successful company did it.
The unpaid internship, aka go work for someone for free that you want to if you want to do something someone's doing, go work for them for free. We would not deny a man who wants to work for free for us. Trust me. If you guys DM me and you guys do, there's a lot of guys who hit me up and say I'll edit for free, whatever, and I actually don't take any of you up on those offers. Maybe I should. But point of the story is go work for someone for free. You're going to learn everything about their industry, and it's going to give you a leg up. That's not the only story. Nick Nayarcina is not the only story like that. I feel
I think with this guy especially, I think it's important right now is the time where you got to figure out what you're into.
Yes.
You know, dip
Do
your
some soul
toes in a
searching
bunch of stuff.
Like
Great
anal.
idea.
What's up, Dan
Steretti.
We have Steretti, an Italian dirtbag here.
Another, we introduced him earlier. He's a good friend of mine, comic, really funny, young comic in LA, doing very well.
Gets pussy.
Gets pussy. If you're ever in LA, come see one of his shows where he's on my shows often. Told Bilal he's on the next Ha show. You might as well be on it too. By the way, Bilal's been murdering on this pod, dude.
He's good
energy on the pod.
He's really good.
We're
dude.
having fun.
He's freed me into being a complete animal.
Yeah, it's not good. Why is he freed, dude? He freed you way too much.
Bilal does a good job of making other people around him feel comfortable.
He certainly does. Yeah. He's like Santa Claus in many ways.
Cozy.
But a young, hot Santa Claus.
Dude, when I saw the cops outside and like the type of people you got out front, I was like, I was like looking at the address, like, well, that's a crack house. That's not.
It's called the trans.
That's not where we're going.
It's called the trans nest.
I was like, well, that's not where I'm supposed to be. So I just kept walking, circling around 5 times.
It's called the trans nest. Okay, and somebody's done crack in this house. I'll be honest. 100%. I'm sure
tonight.
Yeah, maybe someone tonight did crack, but it's okay. They're all really good people.
A lot of drugs and sexual orifices have been abused in this house. We'll say that.
Great. I don't know if I'd rather live in this area or just not live in LA at all. I'd probably go to Nebraska over there.
Dude, this is nothing, bro. Just go a little further east, dog. Don't go east. That's something I learned in LA often. But yeah, the further east you go, it gets a little sketchy.
Really? Bilal was pumped to be here because he says we looked at the address, said it's in Thigh Town.
Oh yeah.
Like, loves his fucking thighs.
You like those big juicy thighs?
You like them thigh girls?
I love Thai food. Actually, it is my favorite food, dude. A little yellow curry in there.
It's pretty good, dude.
Thai food.
My orifice, dude.
Strutty's right though. This is the worst kind of neighborhood where it's old historical house and then a gentrification box where like 10 units are crammed on top of each other. There are a bunch of nondescript Middle Eastern women in their 80s that congregate on the corner. There's like all of the curbs and the sidewalks are permanently stained from people not picking up their dog shit.
Yeah.
And the streets are filthy. This is just, and I live in a similarly disgusting neighborhood.
Very similar,
in mid-city. Disgusting.
Mine's a lot better because I have a lot of Koreans in my buildings. So they're
clean.
So clean.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is that about the sidewalk? Do you need like is it a white guy that goes, hey Jim, have a little pride in your neighborhood. Pick up your dog shit. Do you need that guy to yell at you? Like that's what happens in Beverly Hills, I suppose. You can't just go around.
You know what I think it is? I think you need a clean slate. Nobody wants to be the first.
Do we need an ethnic cleansing? Is that what you're saying, Bilal?
Well, I think we should. Why won't the other countries take them?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I think Mexico should open up their borders.
Yeah. Why are we just looking at America? Why don't we look at Mexico?
Yeah, it's true. So
we've been,
we've been talking about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict a lot. And
the cops hate Palestine.
Yeah, they did. I said something about Palestine, and they didn't like it.
Yeah.
I said free Palestine, and then I threw pig's blood at her.
She's kind of hot, dude, by the way.
Yeah.
Cute Latina.
Not
bad.
Oh, wow.
You think her partner, the guy, has cheated on his wife with her?
100%.
Damn.
They had sex probably like they took a perp down and then they just had sex.
Yeah, those people just sit in their cop car. They stream Fox News on the dash and just get sucked while they're on the clock.
What a life, dude.
What a life. They don't have the dash cam. They point the dash cam out there and there's no volume on the dash cam.
Oh, yeah. I've been disillusioned by the police lately, and the incident that we just experienced in Paris has grown that disillusionment, where sometimes I'm not quite sure what police officers do. It seems like they show up to sketchy situations, they scribble on a notepad, and then they fucking leave. They're basically stand-up comics. They come in and they scribble a couple things down on a notepad, they ask you what your name is and what you do, and then they just fucking leave.
Yeah. It's like the worst comics ever. There's no
especially
terrible crowd work.
Especially when you start getting into other countries, those cops, like they start wearing those dorky hats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the military sideways hat.
Oh, a beret. A beret.
No,
is it a beret?
No, don't they wear like those fucking rounded,
yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Like a sailor hat? What? Pull up the hat. He's
pull up dorky cop hat.
Can you say
what country?
Name a country that
I would
has
say the cops in like the UK.
Oh yeah, the UK
They wear
cop hats.
dorky hats.
The UK has a lot of dorky shit, dude. Their judges they have to wear those. They have to wear the wig. They wear a wig, dude. They're judges. Oh yeah, those.
Yeah,
like a derby hat.
Right there, dude.
That shouldn't be going on in
That's
2024.
dorky, bro.
That's crazy.
That shouldn't be
Those
going on.
guys really do nothing.
Yeah, what is that? So first of all, that is if you pursue a perpetrator at anything more than a light jog, that's going to fall off.
That's like Laurel and Hardy, the old vaudeville guys. They would hit that hat, and the guy would be blind for 30 minutes. Like he's like, and then they just lift the hat. Yeah,
yeah, that looked like he packed his lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like he's working a union job.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, and the English guys, they go to the pub at 5 p.m. They stay there till 10. They go home. Their wife's made them shepherd's pie. I would backhand her
and
too.
Man City lost the footy game.
Oh, if Man City lost,
over, dude.
we were watching some fan videos and giving like advice. So let's watch the next one. This guy's cool. We got some more. Then we'll go around and just we'll comment on each one of the videos. This is one of our fans from Stockholm. Check this out.
What up, big dogs?
Zin.
My name is Arvid. I am from Stockholm City, baby.
Yeah.
Those who not know, it's Stockholm, Sweden, okay?
Yeah.
Leo and Danny Show is the best podcast in the whole world, okay?
Yeah, dude. You hear
My
that?
holiday plans is to go to Thailand, okay?
Thailand.
The 5th January, I go into fucking Thailand. And my plans there, I don't know if I want to tell you.
Oh, no!
Some Muay Thai, maybe some lady boys.
Yes, dude.
Baby.
Yes, dude.
You know, drink, smoke, have some good times, you know? And what I do for work, I don't know, guys.
Cocaine, sells little drugs.
Bro, keep it up. The good podcast.
Hell yeah, dude. So a drug dealer from Stockholm, the man.
Okay, yeah. It was hard to know if he wanted advice or if he just wanted to put Euro trash on full display.
He did, dude. He just wanted to brag about how he's gonna fuck lady boys.
I'm jealous that dude. We should go to Stockholm. We should go to Thailand with that guy, dude.
100%.
That would be nuts.
I've always come to the conclusion, never mess with a guy who goes to Thailand by himself.
Yeah,
because he's not afraid.
The most legendary Thailand call out was Elon Musk. There were these divers trapped in a cave in Thailand, and Elon Musk wanted to use technology from the Boring Company, which bores tunnels under Los Angeles to fix traffic, or that's the idea. I don't think they've really got anything going yet. But he was going to send over a drill to Thailand to help out, and then a local English expat who lived there was like, if fuck off, Elon, you're not going to do anything, you're incompetent, you're not welcome over here. And then Elon looked up where the guy lived. Elon, I guess, knew it as like a famous pedophile colony. And Elon just blasts out on the internet that a 60-year-old single Englishman living in this region of Thailand, like 100% chance you're a pedophile.
It's 100% chance.
Can you pull up that tweet, Jesse? And then the guy sued him for defamation, but like, how do you prove you're not a pedophile?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously there's not going to be video footage that they can pull up in court of you fucking a kid.
You can't do it. You can't do it. Like, I love Thai food, but I'll never take a solo trip to Thailand because I know the optics.
Yeah, they're not good, dude.
Yeah.
So the lady boys are also looking possibly better than the regular Thai girls there.
And
so
that's part of the problem.
That's a problem because you're gonna mess up.
I don't believe that, dude. I think I'm gonna get a call within the next 5 years. Be like, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna go to. I got some bread. I did this commercial. I'm just gonna go to Thailand for a week and just clear my head.
And
I broke up with this chick. You know, he's gonna for sure go to Thailand. He's the person to go to Thailand by himself.
I would never, dude.
It's bang for your buck, too. I mean, a week in Thailand, dude. I mean, it's probably like $300.
Wait,
dude.
1 second, Jesse. So let's read the first tweet. So you know what? Don't bother showing the video. We will make one of the mini sub pods going all the way to K5, no problem. Sorry, pedo guy. You really did ask for it. Now find Elon's explanation of how he knew the guy was a pedophile. It's pretty amazing. You can look for it, Jesse. If not, basically he knew the bay the guy lived in.
Yeah.
And, like, it might as well be called Pedophile Bay.
And it's in Thailand, and then it's just well known for that.
Bilal, that's where you should go on your solo vacation.
I bet you the crab rangoons are fantastic.
So here's my thing. I think we need to start going to some of the secondary sex tourism markets. I really think Vietnam is an undiscovered gem. I think more people need to go to Vietnam. I do a lot of free publicity for Vietnam for a guy who's never been
they love
there.
Americans, you said. You read something.
Yeah, they do love Americans there.
We forced them to.
We forced them to love Americans. And pretty soon the Palestinians will love us too, Bilal. So I think we need to go, and then maybe we can go to Palestine for sex tourism, huh?
If you hop and skip. I think Egypt's pretty like fucking crazy.
It'd be pretty cool to go to Palestine, see those girls take off their headdress, dude. All sexy.
Dude, if they had like a strip club where they take off just the headdresses, that'd be sick, dude. I'd go, dude.
That would be kind of $1 million idea.
Oh, that's
dude,
nice.
Dude, can I tell you something so funny about the headdress? Mm-hmm. We were at my birthday last week, and we had a little birthday roast. My brother gets on stage, and a lot of the topics people were bringing up, Bilal talked about it on stage. He says, my girlfriend's here. And his girlfriend at the time, pretty hot, you know, and, you know, good for his crush. Everybody was kind of like surprised, and everybody was like, no, she's an escort, whatever. Sonny, my brother gets on stage and just goes, I hear Bilal's girlfriend is here. And then Bilal's new girlfriend is here. Walks up to Nishat.
Oh, no.
And says, nice to meet you.
Oh, my.
Nishat was at the party?
Yeah,
of course.
Jokes ever.
That's great. And Nishat probably loved it, too.
Nishat is a Muslim woman that wears a full headdress that comes to every one of our shows. Very nice lady.
Shout out.
Yeah. She wants to do the pod, too. But, yeah, she came to your birthday. Well, of course, dude. That's a great birthday.
She's kind of a legend. She's got BLM painted on the back of her car.
Yeah.
Just Black Lives Matter. Still repping it all this time later.
One second. Audio cut out there.
Okay,
cool.
And then I think she's added Free Palestine. That's closer to home for her. Yeah. But she still comes to our show and still listens to a lot of smut.
Yeah.
A lot.
What are the odds you think Nishat, we can convince Nishat to get a BBL?
Oh my God.
I don't think that's how it works.
No?
I mean, I'm down to ask her next crowd work. I'm running out of ideas. She sends out, she sits up front every single show. So yeah, I'll ask her. I'll ask her next show.
Yeah.
We'll see what she says.
Worth a shot.
I'm not sure. You know, why not? I'll ask her too. A BBL.
You guys both ask her.
Yeah, I don't know what it'll.
Really
Jesse, this is disorienting to no headphones.
Yeah.
No worries, dude. No problem. We'll just keep going. So, Nishat getting a BBL. Well, we don't have to touch on that.
Yeah. Well, the roast. Yeah, everybody was getting on me because of her. We're not together anymore. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but
when did you break up with her?
Maybe a couple days ago.
Oh, God damn, it's fresh.
So sorry about that, Bilal.
Nah, he broke up with her, bro. He doesn't need that shit.
You broke up with her? Good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sometimes. Oh, it was pretty amicable.
It's hard to do that. It's hard as a man to break up with a girl, don't you think? Do you think, Stretty, it's
hard?
I've
ever really broken up with a girl.
I've never really broken up with a girl. I just start acting like a piece of shit.
Yeah, you do. Way worse.
Way worse. It's way worse.
You start acting like a piece of shit?
I start acting more like a piece of shit. And then I force their hand.
We're good, Jess. Thank you.
We're back.
So I want to talk to Staretti because Staretti has been on the road with a lot of famous comics for a lot of years. He's been slugging it out in a lot of clubs.
Yeah.
I know this guy's seen some shit at 3 a.m. And you don't have to name any names, but can you just share with us one of your favorite stories of comedic skullduggery after a show, like just, getting blown, like crazy sex stories, no names, no incriminating details, but have you seen some fucked up shit, Staretti?
Let me think on it, and I'll give you a good one by the end of the pod.
I'm trying to think of it's one that we could share right now, but I will say I'm not going to specify the club, but should I even tell this story? It involves me and you.
Yeah, no, dude. Okay. Can't tell that one. All right. I'll tell you this. A very famous comic who was on a very big television show, but everybody has seen this guy probably do this, but I was at one of the big clubs, and he definitely did coke in the green room and some and he was smoking blunts in there. Yeah, really good, very famous, very rich comic, and very nice too. Very nice and welcoming. He offered me some of that, and I didn't take it.
Black
probably should have. Yeah, he's African American. Yeah.
I will tell you this: after one of my shows in Palestine, actually, in Ramallah's like kind of a happening place.
Did they? Yeah, they stoned a woman who showed an eyebrow.
No, this chick hit me and another comic up to go out for like coffee and stuff, and we're like, maybe, and we're sitting there having this conversation. I'm like, okay, this is like a Muslim Arab lady, like, be careful. And then she starts talking and she's like, okay, what are your guys' biggest fantasies?
Oh my God.
Let me go first. Mine is black gangbang. And I never thought I'd hear a woman with my mother's accent say the word black gangbang.
Oh, they got porn over there. That's for sure.
How'd she look?
she's a beautiful woman.
Wow.
Curly hair. Yeah.
I'm still stuck on the fact that you said that she was talking. They let them talk out there? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, really happening place.
She must have felt really comfortable with her because like, how many steps away was there a guy that would stone her to death for
this
saying
was
that?
at a bar.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, we party over there.
So
things must be good then.
So in Palestine,
West Bank.
Is it sort of like Salt Lake City that there's a lot of people still fucking and drinking in Salt Lake City?
That's such a good analogy.
there's like the big cities where like anything's possible. And then there's like villages where you go and everybody's like, more a little bit conservative and traditional.
So if I went to a village with Leo and I pulled down his cheetah print shorts and started blowing him, what do you think would happen?
They'd probably tell you to stop.
Okay.
I think they'd probably do more than that, Bilal.
They'd probably tell you to knock it off.
I think they would do more than that.
Are we going to go sightseeing all of a sudden at some really tall building and then,
I think they tell you, hey, not cool.
Cut it out.
Yeah, not cool.
I would be surprised if we got a warning in the villages.
Get a room, maybe. Now,
Yeah.
I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah, it's rare, especially in the cheetah print.
Yeah, I've never seen that happen, so I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you, but
they'd find some clips of us looking at dicks on this pod, and that would be enough.
Yeah,
we wouldn't even need to do anything.
All right. Speaking of which,
all right. Well, let's go to this next. Let's go to this next fan.
Keep thinking, Struddy. I want to hear a fucking story, dude. I want to hear a story from the Laugh. I know there's an apartment that the Laugh Factory rents 1 block down. That's just the comedians fucking, and I know shit goes down at 3 a.m.
I'm sure you're right. I know where.
Actually, go to Edward first because this guy's really pretty serious. Unless you guys want to get serious right now. Who wants to get a little serious?
I'm down.
You guys want to get serious?
Hour 20.
All right, let's get serious real quick. Let's watch this guy, Beast. Yeah, let's watch.
Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Steven. I'm 27 years old. I live in Victorville, California, as a pipe fitter for the gas company.
Not bad.
Stop it.
Basically, I'm a single father. Coming up, she's gonna be 2 years old in January.
2-year-old.
And pretty much just wanted to talk about like the hardships and struggles of being a single father and doing it alone. But yeah, pretty much just stuff like that. And I know you guys have a really big fan base for, men that struggle with things like this and suicide and mental depression and all that. So maybe we could do something about it.
What's his name again?
What is his name? Edward.
Edward.
Oh yeah. Actually, he doesn't have it. It was Beast Reflection, so he doesn't have his name in there. But what did he say his name was?
Listen,
maybe?
stand by.
Evan Whitey.
Okay, there it is. All right, so
we're gonna call him Evan.
Yeah.
He's a handsome guy, by the way.
Being a single dad is that's a hero's job right there, dude.
It is.
Single dad to a 2-year-old.
27 too.
Is crazy.
It's like being an IDF sniper.
Well, I don't know. That's more the mother. Right? She doesn't care about the children so much. Yeah, dude. You really gotta. I feel like the guy's got to give himself more credit for doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, I
hell
think
yeah,
so.
man. You're a legend, brother.
But I would say if I didn't have like hopes and dreams of doing stand up, I think it'd be pretty cool to be a single dad at 27. If you're living in Victorville, you don't have a ton going on, you should have a little job.
Well, he's a pipe fitter. They get paid well.
They get paid very well.
They're union man.
Yeah, he's a union man.
Something else is going on in this guy's life. We got to figure it out.
There is something else going on.
He's a handsome guy, and listen, dude, the child is only going to help you get laid more because women 100%. Are going to know that at least one other woman had sex with you, which is more than a lot of guys can say.
Especially listen to this podcast, especially too.
Some of the guys, these guys, dude. Every time we run into guys at shows, I think there might be a small percentage of incels that listen to this podcast, but a lot of guys we run into here, they're just pulling way out of their league, and I love it.
I'm going to say 75% of the guys who listen to this podcast crush quality cunt.
Quality cunt.
Quality cunt, spelled with 2 Ks.
Now back to this guy, though. Mental health and men, dude. Nobody talks to it. Nobody ever checks on dudes. Nobody talks about men's mental health. In fact, nobody seems to care that the suicide rates are way higher. I mean, we did a video about it.
Yeah.
But the suicide rates for men are way higher.
So who lives in this house?
The Trans Nest? It's called the Trans Nest.
The Trans Nest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The Brooks. You know Brooks.
Yeah.
What's up?
We're talking about the Trans Nest. We were not slandering you, Brooks.
Anthony, you've met Brooks, right?
Yeah.
He's got straight Kramer energy right now.
Yeah.
The beard looks like it really helps with the
Brooks is saying
helps with the
you,
mouth, dude.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I know someone else could help with the mouth.
Yeah. And Brooks would be very open to that suggestion, I'm sure.
Oh, he would.
So Evan, he's in Victorville. I like that he's keeping his bills low out there. He makes good money. I think Evan might be a little isolated. We kind of have to infer here. We don't really know exactly what's going on. But ways to cure the blues. Dude, Leo and I were talking about it. The winter is coming.
Yeah, winter is a dark time for some people. For everybody. It's seasonal depression. It happens.
What is a pipe fitter?
Listen, dude. Obviously, he fits his fucking big, juicy pipe
somewhere.
Sometimes pipes don't fit. He makes sure that doesn't happen.
Listen,
often.
That's got to be a depressing job.
So. I mean, it's great.
No, it's probably not bad. He's probably outside. He has to do a little, it's dangerous.
That's
probably
a pipe
that's
fitter
why.
right there.
Oh my God, dude.
There we go.
Jesse
damn it,
Jesse.
Actually, there's another pipe fitter.
That's a pipe fitter, dude. That's fucked up.
Christ, bro.
That is
That's
unbelievably
crazy.
fucked up that guy can do that.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh,
I hate these big dick pussies.
Is that my brother?
Is that your brother?
So I think he needs to. He's a good looking guy.
Very
dude.
good looking.
Just fucking Evan, take the compliment that you're a handsome motherfucker.
Yeah.
Could be a lot worse. And then I want him to get into. I know there's a Cobra Kai Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Victorville.
Yeah, activities.
I want him to get into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a lot of times I walk into the gym feeling like shit and I leave feeling like, I could walk up to Drake's mansion in the hills and choke that piece of shit out.
You should.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
That's how I feel after boxing too. Yeah.
You been boxing?
Yeah, you feel good after.
You spar?
Yeah, a little bit.
You
yeah.
get in there?
A little bit, yeah.
I
think Bilal hates. You don't like jujitsus, right?
Well, the jitsu I'm cool with, but
jiu-jitsu.
I think it's important. I think to get yourself out of the blues, you set yourself little short-term goals you could work at.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, the last guy. Look how happy the last guy was. It's because he set himself a goal. He's going to go to Thailand.
Yep.
He's working his way towards that goal, and that's all he could think about. You know,
when I was in my 20s, there was something to be said about New Year's Eve. We're going to my parents' cabin in Tahoe.
Yeah.
We're going to get fucked up. And I know that I just got to buckle down for the next 2 months until that date rolls around.
For sure.
And we got our buddy from Stockholm's. He's going to go to Pedophile Bay, and he's going to fuck a tranny boy. And I think that Evan should do something similar. I think he should leave his baby.
No, he should fuck his kid.
An Israeli babysitter. And then I think he should take a road trip to, say, Bakersfield or maybe Barstow. Level up slightly and then just get shit-faced in Barstow.
Yeah.
He
can go to Vegas.
Or like that little town right outside of it, Prim.
Ching. They got slot machines. They got Vegas-style blackjack.
If you can't make it to Vegas,
Laughlin.
Next best option.
Laughlin, yes. Laughlin. Yeah, they got Laughlin. The Bunny
Laughlin
Ranch.
too.
Evan, that'd be great. I think if you can get together with some buddies and maybe go have like a boys' weekend. But I like him going to Cobra Kai Jiu-Jitsu in Victorville if it's still open, dude.
Yeah,
I fucking like that.
Develop a new brotherhood and meet new people,
Yeah. There's probably a local chapter, Aryan Brotherhood out there if he wants to join.
Those guys love Palestine for the wrong reasons. But
that's true. Yeah. Just your enemy. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
That's what they would say.
I have to keep myself. I'll read like half an article. I'll be like, who wrote this? I'm like, well, David Duke.
Yeah.
I can't read the rest of that.
There is something to be said. There's a lot of help out there, though. If you ever feel like you need it, what is the hotline? Is it 988? Let's double check that. I believe it's 988.
I think he's a pipe fitter. He's probably capable of finding the suicide hotline.
Yes, but But if we give it to him on this podcast, he's going to remember it, and if he ever needs it,
yeah.
Evan, yes, 988. Dial 988, man. If you're ever in a really dark place or anything like that, anybody who's in a dark place, dial 988. It's a good hotline.
Here's what you got to do, Evan. I think fitness, save your money, invest. We've talked a lot about investing. Read The Science of Getting Rich. That was an earlier piece of advice we gave. And if you just, pretty soon he's going to be able to buy a townhouse.
Yeah.
In Victorville. He's going to be the biggest fish in a small pond.
Yeah.
And he's going to, no problem. He's going to be able to hook a hot Latina chick from out there to come in and be mommy number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to be able to fuck her. He's going to have another baby.
Oh, yeah.
And all the great
And then
men.
the IDF will kill both of them.
A lot of the great men out there are single dads too. Okay. Oscar De La Hoya. There's Andrew Tate. You know what
Julian
I mean?
Edelman.
They're one of the greatest dads ever.
Yeah, they're the great dads.
100%.
Edelman, right?
Yeah, Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman's a fucking winner, dude. And I think it was just a model chick he banged out, right?
Yeah. They might have been like, remember that girl posted a picture of him in his bed after they won the Super Bowl one time?
Mm-hmm.
Just like, look who I fucked. I think it might have been her.
It was her.
The timing lines up pretty perfect.
My head coach in college was Julian Edelman's quarterback coach at college.
Hell yeah.
He just would always fucking, back in Julian's day, he would fucking, so I just don't like him. Just because I would always hear that.
Where'd you play football?
New Mexico State.
Wait, when you hear that he fucked all the time?
No. Just like, well, back in Julian's day, he would have ran that route. He would have finished through the line. Just like always Julian Edelman, dude.
Well, I mean, that's that guy's fucking a feather in his cap.
Big feather in his cap.
So where'd you play?
New Mexico State.
New Mexico. That's D1, right?
D1, baby.
Dude, D1 football.
Center?
That's crazy.
Center. Yeah,
Hell yeah,
good
dude.
call.
Damn, dude. That's I was talking to Bailey about this. Is he still coming?
Yeah, he should be. It's not time. Yeah.
We have a friend, Bailey. I think he was D2 left tackle for like a college football team. And one of the things he was talking to me about was like, dude, you get so roughed up on the O-line.
Unbelievable.
You're like headbutting dudes every play, right?
Unbelievable. The guy I used to go up against every day in practice is the starting nose guard for the Cardinals right now.
Oh my God.
So it's just like, and he would fuck me up. He was a sophomore, I was a senior. He'd fuck me up. You know, and it's just every day. Every day. Yeah, you get fucked up.
How often do you get like concussions playing football?
I had 2 that I like had to tell someone about.
Yeah.
But a lot. And I used to use my head a lot.
Damn. Like, you get a concussion every season?
Not necessarily, like, but that you tell somebody about it. Like, concussions go on scales.
Yeah.
You know, I would I would not know where I am at least a couple times a season.
Damn.
You know? But then I just get back to it. I'll be like, let's play ball.
That's crazy.
How cool would it have been if Bilal got drafted by the Browns?
I like that. And then we were chilling with Deshaun Watson right now.
Yeah,
that would be sick.
That'd be sick.
Deshaun be great on this pod.
Oh, it'd be great. He'd be like, hey man, earlier you were talking about massage parlors.
Man, I've been to a few of those. You know, I got a good move, man. You just get in like this. You just put the legs up, man. They know you got to lick that ass.
Hey, Jesse, pull up pipe fitters one more time.
Blah, I respect the fuck. Anybody who plays college football or up, I respect the fuck out of, dude. I know how hard that is.
Some high school football is pretty serious.
I respect anybody who was like a 4-year hardcore high school football player. That's badass too, dude.
It is.
Yeah, it was nuts. It's hard to believe sometimes because I'm such a fat piece of shit that I was a fucking crazy athlete at one point, because now I just smoke weed and fucking kick it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
That's it, dude. But yeah, I used to like be in the weeds, dude.
You still watch football?
Just weed to weed.
Honestly, not as much as before.
Yeah.
I kind of like, I still watch, but like, it's not like a priority of mine.
Yeah. Same with me sort of now. It's, I've spent less and less time watching football. Also, something this season, it feels like there's more dog shit teams than ever before since I've started watching football. And it feels like half the league is completely unwatchable.
Yeah.
Meaning that, and maybe even more, because on Sunday, the early window, there might be one interesting game now. And then everybody else is eliminated from playoff contention. They're running out a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
And there's rumors they're tanking to get the fucking kid from Colorado right now.
Yeah.
What's his name? Sanders?
Shador Sanders,
Yeah.
Who I don't want the Raiders to get him.
Oh, fucking Raiders. Talk about unwatchable football,
they're
dude.
so bad.
It's
like,
what is the record this year?
2-10.
Are they still selling out every Vegas?
Oh yeah.
And there's like 10 2-10 teams.
Yeah.
There's so many 2-10. The Browns are another 2-10 team.
Yeah, the Niners are like historically bad.
Really
for
bad.
how good they should be.
Right.
You know?
That was the Sunday night game. You turn that on. Christian McCaffrey takes a knee, non-contact injury. You're like, okay, this game's over.
Yeah.
Fucking nightmare.
He's missed half the season anyway.
So Mahomes is going to win another one?
Not necessarily. I would say they're pretty vulnerable. Detroit.
I like Detroit this
I
year.
like Detroit.
Detroit has the problem is like the Vikings came out of fucking nowhere and Green Bay's good. So they got 2 really good teams in division nipping at their heels. Then the Eagles are coming on with Saquon Barkley really hard. And then, yeah, over in the AFC, Buffalo or Kansas City is always scary in a one-off game. Kansas City, especially in a one-off game.
Green Bay's crazy too, right? They're looking really, really good.
Yeah.
And then you got the Ravens.
Yeah,
but the Ravens are kind of falling apart, though, right? I mean, they just lost it
because their kicker's like the best kicker in the league, but he missed all these field goals. Now he's the worst in the league now. Yeah. He's the best kicker of all time.
It's a mental thing.
Yeah, Justin Tucker.
Sure, yeah.
He's Catholic though, so I feel like those guys are less susceptible to getting the yips. Well, like that's why Harrison Butker is so good.
Yeah,
so
the greatest closer, Mariano Rivera in baseball. He was good, crazy.
My cousin
Catholic.
was in the NFL, and he got signed. He's a kicker. He got signed by the Falcons on a 2-year deal. Missed a bunch in preseason. Very Catholic guy. Got the yips, and then just never got signed again. He plays in Italy now.
Oh wow! In Italy, professional football in Italy.
Yeah.
How many people go to those games?
I don't know. He plays on the Milano Seamen, I believe. I'm not making that up.
Yeah, Leo, you want to get over there and join that team.
Yeah, join the Milano Seamen, dude.
And the uprights are like uncooked Garganelli pasta glued together.
Garganelli?
You could be the long snapper.
All right, guys. Leo, I think
we've been going for a while now. So, and hey, boys, tell us where to find you guys.
Oh, dude, just find me, Anthony Starity. On Instagram.
Well-fed comic on all platforms, Playboys.
Hell yeah, dude. Follow the boys. Hey, and if you're in LA, come see us at a stand-up show.
Come out to a show. We should do a show with the 4 of us. That'd be
fucking
fun.
I said the next one I think is going to be December 20th, the Ha Comedy Club.
Let's do it.
All of us.
Okay, let me see. I might be up at home for Sac. This is a tough month. I feel like everybody's all over the place.
We could do this Sunday in Burbank, but Danny doesn't like Sundays.
Yeah, he doesn't like Sundays.
We could take it up north too. We're all NorCal boys.
Yeah.
Besides,
dude, that was probably the best. That Orangevale show,
out of control.
The after party, at the bars was.
You made out with some. He did make out with a hottie. I have a video of it.
I remember that.
You do?
Yeah, I have a video.
How often do you watch it?
Often.
Okay.
Often watch that video. Stretty, he got some pussy, dude. After the show, let's just say that. But Folsom bars were sick.
Yeah,
dude.
Folsom's amazing.
Yeah, Folsom was absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
after that show,
I remember that show. Let's not even talk about it. I was so drunk after the show.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Well, it's been the Leo Danny show. That was fucking fun, dude.
Hell yeah.
Peace.